What up though, this your boy DOC, and before we jump into this video, after this video, make sure you check the description, check out all my merch. It's tons of new designs available, and I upload different designs weekly. Peace. Rewinding a little bit, because I heard you briefly speak about, coming home. As far as that situation that you end up doing a little bit over 3 years or right at 3 years, when you was that for conspiracy / they tried to put a murder on you as well, or like what was the dynamics to that situation that ultimately got you locked up?
Yeah, I ended up doing 3. It was a white collar. It was wire fraud, bank fraud. Pretty much. They had been basically investigating. The feds have been investigating me, man. They've probably been investigating me probably since. I mean, every time they do a new warrant, they always just push it back 5 years. But I mean, they've been investigating me probably since 2000. The first time I got raided was like 2009. So they had been investigating me for years. And pretty much what it was we had basically like a little situation where we was able to get MoneyGram computers. We were able to get like MoneyGram computers, like the Western Union computers and MoneyGram computers, and basically send money, and basically, pretty much be able to send money. And the feds allege, in my court, in the court transcripts, they allege that it was a $20 million conspiracy. They felt they could tie me, tie me, and, the people I'm around, they believe it, it was some of $20 million. Now, from what ended up happening is that there was a play that went down, and when that play went down, I happened to be one time, because I normally wouldn't, be involved, but there was one type of play I particularly happened to go. On how I got indicted, I happened to actually go to the room where the computer was set up, and I actually, physically myself went and did the transcript, did the transactions that people pick up, and pretty much I did it for like 3 days, and then without, I didn't know, but pretty much one of my other peoples who was supposed to have put the computer and everything in the room and got everything set up, they used somebody that I didn't know they was using, and he happened to be a CI working with the feds, and for this whole time he was right up under our nose, and that's why I was getting raided like every 6 months. I get raided, but they had never find nothing. And then I was like, I wondered, I was tripping, because like dude got out of jail one time. I was on house arrest, and this was about 2011, and he got out of jail, and he just popped up the studio. And I'm like, how you know about the studio? And he just whoopie told me about it. The next thing you know, he found out about our marijuana grow. Next thing I know, all of a sudden, like, I felt like dude was on some hot shit. You feel me? And I was thinking, my people was like, man, I don't fuck with dude. And so I guess somebody ran their mouth. Next thing I know, I'm on house arrest. The feds come hit the 2 next doors, because our studio is like a storefront in the back of the parking lot, and they hit the marijuana grow. So like, motherfucker thinking like, how the fuck they find this out? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, all this shit going on. Motherfucker don't know. Like, every time something go down, motherfucker keep getting hit, and then basically on the last go around, what ended up happening was that I had, like I told you, I had went and was physically sending in the transactions. Then one of my homeboys, he came back from out of town, who normally would be doing it, and I told him I had something up at the room. Here to Keak, handle it in the morning. So he went down there to go handle it, but but you know what I'm saying, it basically it didn't go through or whatever. So he cut, but when he cut, the feds follow him and they snatch him and take him in. So we don't even know he got snatched by the feds, no nothing. And then when he pretty much when he get out, when he gets out of jail or whatever, I guess he was going around there saying he was going around saying that somebody set him up or something. So I don't know nothing about this because, like I told you, I didn't even know that dude was involved with it. But I don't know, dude had been doing some other shit, like dude had been doing some other shit, robbing drug dealers, all type of crazy shit.
Mm.
And so some way dude got killed, and like damn. And after that, like 3 months later, feds come kicking my door in, and they like, we charging you with wire fraud, mail fraud, and all this, and then you know what I'm saying, then like you know what I'm saying, you under investigation for the murder of the dude.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go to court, the prosecutor, she telling the judge all the different, you know, all the shit that we, you know what I'm saying, over the years that they've been gathering, and she was telling them all that. And she pulled up an Instagram post I made, and I had a show with Jay Stalin in Marin City, and it was a shootout, like outside. Like this one dude got knocked out, and they went outside and started shooting. We all run out through the back door, and we get in the car. We trying to cut. Police pull us all over. It's none of the police cars that got us blocked in because they want to search cars, run names. So I take a picture and say, shit just got real with police, with the, you know, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Now, that picture was taken around the same time that the dude was murdered. So she's in court trying to get the judge to keep me in jail. He tells the judge, that she believes that I took a picture of the scene of the crime. I'm like, I'm in court listening to this shit like, when the fuck would do some dumb ass shit like this? I'm telling a little, because they hadn't got me my real lawyer yet. I'm trying to tell a lawyer, like, man, that's an Instagram post. So I guess they ended up going to go through their due diligence and subpoena Instagram and find out that picture wasn't taken of the murder scene of where the dude got killed at. And I'm, you know what I'm saying, 100 miles away from where this shit happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then from there, they like, oh, well, we're, you know what I'm saying, we believe that Mr. Hicks, we believe he's, you know what I'm saying, either knew, did something, or was involved with it in some type of capacity. And, you know what I'm saying, them strong charges, because, you know what I'm saying, killing a federal informant is eligible for the death penalty in the Fed. So it wasn't something to take lightly, even though I didn't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when I was in the courtroom, like they read my rap lyrics to a song I did where I'm kind of like talking about how the feds had been on my line, and I had shot the video like in front of my Bentley, like with my shirt off, and I had my house arrest monitor on that I was on for a gun case. Mm-hmm. And then like in the video, it's somebody in the background like with an infrared beam and a K behind me while I'm rapping. It's on World Star called Real Shit, and it's like they read the lyrics. They read the lyrics to that in court. You know what I'm saying? Saying that, you know, pretty much like I don't have no honor towards the justice system, or, you know, I don't have no regards for the law. Like I'm making it a game because I'm shooting a video talking about my federal investigation, and you know what I'm saying, like basically like I'm mocking the system. Pretty much it's like, oh, he's mocking the system and this and that, and they was just breaking down how much money, you know, in the courtroom. And like I said, it is all factual stuff that's on the record under my case. Yeah, I mean, pretty much did all that, but they ended up letting me out but they had me on strict ass house arrest until, you know, after a few months they started lightening it up or whatever. But yeah, so from that situation, um, that's how I ended up coming to because I ended up getting shot in the process of being on pretrial.
Mm.
So part of that, you know, saying part of the medical situation, part of that, I ended up only getting 3 years, but they was only able to prove on me it was only about like 200,000, 250 or something like that. The rest of the money, they really, it was nothing they could prove because their CI was going to basically get on the stand and you know, pretty much give tie the story in together to where how they was going to come up with their number to prove it because that person had you know what I'm saying, had been involved with different shit. So I guess they was going to tell what that situation was. So, um, you know what I'm saying? So without that situation, it was just wherever they had grabbed on me, which was really, you know what I'm saying, 200. It was like I said, like over 200,000 that they got me with. But the reason why on a white collar crime, you would think that'd be like probation or something. But, you know what I'm saying, I got like 2 gun cases on my record, I got a robbery on my record. I got a
Yeah.
fucked up record from when I was a youngster, you feel me? And, you know what I'm saying? So that's why even on that little, I mean, even on that little small amount of bread, they were still able to give me shit I did three straight, 3 flat. So, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy
So it
situation.
was just like I went through, yeah, it was crazy because I had been paralyzed for like a year. So, yeah, I got to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know what I'm saying, a lot on the motherfucker. And then, you know what I'm saying, you thinking about you know what I'm saying, this thing about stressing at first in the beginning where, you know, you ain't did nothing and motherfucker trying to like you thinking like these motherfuckers trying to really set me up and say I did something to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't do shit, you know what I mean? So it's like hella shit running through your mind, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, that raises a question. After coming home, and of course from the outside looking in, and seeing how you've been maneuvering, nothing but positive energy, even in the things that you're saying earlier today. Earlier in the interview, nothing but positive energy. After you come home and change your life and be 100% legit, seeing that they was trying to twist you up in something that you didn't have nothing to do with, does that make you move different now with the individuals that you're around, and how you coordinate your career and everything now? Like, how did that affect how you move now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, I move totally different now. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I mean, you know, back then the money was fast and good, so you know, you just being reckless, doing too much. You know, now it's just totally different. Like, man, you know, I'm just focusing on the music. You know what I'm saying? You know, I done built the name all these years, and I know, you know what I'm saying, just from doing shows and just building that buzz up and doing what I'm doing. Um, you know what I'm saying? That bag will come. You feel me? And I got a documentary I'm working on called Hip Hop with Disabilities that's showing like being motivational to people to show like, you know what I'm saying, if you paralyzed or you can do something, you know what I'm saying, you could still do what you got to do. Cause like when I got home, like Keak already I got shot and I didn't know he was paralyzed at first until I talked to him and he had a party they was doing and he was doing a sack and I came out like, bro, I'm finna come fuck with you and at first he was like, man, I ain't gonna perform, bro. I'm just about to let the music play
Mm.
and just chill because he wasn't confident in himself. I'm like, man, fuck that, bro. We finna rock. So so we come out. They throw a NASCAR on. We go. I start rocking it. And we put the mic in his hand. Next thing you know, they just playing music, got the music, and he just going with it. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like he'll tell you like finally gave me that motivation to like know I can continue doing what I'm doing. And so that's how, you know, we came together with the album and shit and start, you know, and basically was you know, basically got him back rocking. But just a long story short of me just coming home from my own experience is that I just say you gotta learn to keep, you know what I'm saying, you gotta learn to pretty much number one, keep your mouth shut. Don't tell nobody your business. Number two, you gotta keep your circle small. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know, okay, if this person know where I stay at, this many people know where I stay at, then you narrow it down to something go down.
You
Then I
know.
know, okay,
Mhm.
A, B, C is only motherfucker know where I stay at, so I'm able to narrow the shit down instead of being so wide open. It just made me have to just be, my surroundings is just, I had to just, what I'm saying, just modify that whole situation and just move and move in a whole different, what I'm saying, just move totally different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got no beef with nobody up out here. I don't, you know what I mean? I ain't worried about nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing me. Shit. I'm not worried about the motherfucking feds. I ain't worried about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to sit back and just do what I got to do. But like I said, just, I'm saying, you got to just move different, stay under the radar.
And that's something, and you briefly just spoke on it because I was going to ask you directly, and I see that you said, as far as giving Keep the motivation to go rock out, and because I was directly going to ask you that, have being paralyzed, did it mess with you any with the career, or once you got out, what I mean, you like, I'm still gonna take advantage of everything that I got that I done built for myself. At any part, did it affect your career in any type of way? Or has it been still smooth sailing?
Man, bro, as soon as I got out the hospital when I got shot, as soon as I got out the hospital, bro, I was right back recording. 40 blessed me with a verse. Ray J did a song with me, and Ray J did a song Dage Loaf, and then I shot the video with Ray J. That shit was on TV, all that straight bounce back.
Mm.
Super, like 3 months out the hospital, bounce back. Like I just motivate myself. You feel me? Because when I got shot, I died twice. So basically, coming home, I had a game plan, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just, right now I'm letting that game plan run its course. Like I said, I've been home a year. You know what I'm saying? In my first month home, I probably did more than some of these dudes and did the whole 3 years I've been down. Like I said, I put together a record, shot the video, threw that thing straight to BET jams, boom, on there. And like you know what I'm saying, like in the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying, you don't really see too many videos on BET from the Bay. It's here and there, you know what I'm saying? But with me, I try to, I just be on my grind doing what I do.